So maybe you can help me on all these stories.
Stories?
I heard that the Spencer, or the Foos has bought the bar, and I heard you bought the bar, and
Yeah, last I heard it was Justin.
well, that's what I heard, but I talked to a guy today, and they said, well, no, is it Tim? Then I heard that they were selling the stake your claim, but you keep in the house.
Right.
But then I heard that they're putting the house up for sale Saturday.
Yeah, I've kind of heard a little bit of both of the exact same one.
I tell you, the rumors in this damn town, it's just ridiculous. Hey, Mr. Billy.
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Better than you.
How the hell do you figure?
Hi there.
Hey, I don't have to call mine. Besides that, you look like Dennis
Hey,
Menace in
you
the
know, like
back.
I don't go mine either. You see Mike?
Yeah. We finally got to visit with him. When you go down there, you can't visit because there's too damn many people.
Yeah, he stopped Saturday night late.
Yeah.
Got to yak with him finally.
Well, I heard that the Fooses were the ones that were probably gonna end up.
Oh, really?
With the cowboy?
But then I heard too that they weren't getting a liquor license. But
Well, Heather doesn't want liquor license anyway, but she's working on buying the cowboy. So I don't know if she's getting her.
because that's not a traveling license, is it?
No.
And you'd be paying a hell of a lot of money if you can't do something with that license.
They're getting building land and everything fairly cheap.
Then I heard they'd buy a lot next to it, but I talked to Colton, they said, nobody said anything does.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought Combs still owned that.
That ain't a bad price, I don't think 2 lots for 10,000 or 20,000.
You
The
mean
little
this
one-
lot here?
Yeah,
A little high for non.
You think so?
Utilities on.
Yeah. He offered it to me and told me what a great deal it was about 3 years ago, and wanted 30,000.
Ed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything Ed had was gold.
Yeah, he explained that the highway was gonna come through and that property was gonna go sky high in value and it might someday, but I'm sure I'm gonna be dead. before
Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
can.
And it's that highway between Rockville and Laurel.
You know, I thought that was gonna open up both lanes, right? They have the one lane.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
gonna be
gonna be
one
the
lane.
same thing, just out of the way. I thought that was gonna be kinda like how
Well,
Wyoming
that's what
does
I
it.
thought.
They make 2 lanes and leave one go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's some powerful thinking. going
Wasn't it
on.
like 2022 before they even opened the other lane or something?
Mhm.
Yeah,
No money.
yeah.
A lot of that going around.
I wanna get the old gas station where that little guy that shows up every once in a while in the summer that's got his old red car he keeps in there sometime, kitty corner from you. What's his name?
Mike, Hughes.
Yeah, he's a decent guy. Every time he's back, I always go chat with him, but.
Oh, that little old gas,
That little
yeah,
one, yeah, I'd
yeah.
like to redo that one, just keep it looking the same, but revamp it.
yeah.
Then I'd have an extra spot to park cars.
Well, he got that because his kid,
I guess his
Got
kid-
killed.
Yeah, he was telling me that, and I was like,
Yeah.
I felt bad for even asking. I
Yeah.
told me the story, like, shoot, I feel bad now, but. Yeah, he said his other boy and him, well, I seen him do a roof on it last fall, so. I
yeah,
He's been trying to do
they
something.
kind of hit her with it a little bit and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, heck, it wouldn't take a whole lot to revamp the outside. I mean, throw some
No.
new glass in it, and
Yeah.
little paint, well, refresh that stucco.
I wanted to redo the roof because Dick put that up there.
You can imagine how that went.
And you know how Dick's mom operated.
Yep.
That blacktop stuff seems to work pretty good.
Yeah, it seems like it's coming
Yeah.
in fairly decent. We're trying to, well, after we didn't realize how bad everything else was, but pretty much one more load, I think we'd be able to get those 2 on East River. They're the big ones that should have been patched back.
Yeah.
For the most part, like a couple of the deep ones, you can tell they were sinking, and that's what I told him, I was like, you're gonna have to reheat it and pack it one more time with the top
Yeah.
layer, and I could be alright. But it beats blowing out of tie rods.
Oh, doesn't it though?
Which one of these ordinances has to do with the terms, office terms?
It's 2101, I think.
2101?
No, that's not it. Just a minute. I think it's under the municipal officers. It's under elections. Term of office, 2-2-02. That's also implicated. We haven't gotten there yet. Just a minute.
What they doing?
Hey.
Now Shirley wanted to be a part of the
How's your
discussion.
little girl, Dave?
Little.
Oh, you had a, when they have it?
That little baked
Saturday evening.
Oh, did they?
4
Good.
pounds, 2 ounces.
How much?
4 pounds, 2
Oh,
ounces.
wow.
30 days preemie.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I thought it was 2 weeks.
No. Full month.
You talked to him today, he said everything, it's like they're trying a little bit, he said everything so
Yeah.
far so good.
Just a little jaundice today, but
Right.
we'll get that under control.
What did you get?
3 pages.
well, dear me.
And go over readings.
She's got the big print too going.
I used to be the
Scare
Pushing
tactics.
back.
Tenderhead.
Oh, yeah.
But you always, Tenderhead was a little bit tough. I could chew it away. But I'd be great shit out of that.
Elections and terms of office,
Yeah, I just reminded
1-4-01.
Mom, you know.
Yeah.
1-4.
I learned it, but the only thing you do is about scratch it, that's the thing.
That's up for second
Yeah.
reading tonight. It's ordinance number 495.
Do you hear?
Was there any major changes?
No, I
in
got
that?
one white tail and one
You say
blue.
it's pretty much.
Not like
Thought it
16,
was-
17.
Oh, yeah.
Never hunted in game.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
been some
Did you not like
discussion.
me, did you just?
That
Too short it up a little bit.
kind of became a great
No,
spot.
it's,
I wasn't killing them anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Continuous 2 years rather than 4 years.
Oh.
No,
Shirley wanted to be
shooting
part of
gophers
the
and rabbits and all that.
Is she gonna be here?
No.
I love that,
It's tough
I
to get
haven't
on
done
to
it
that
after years.
discussion.
Yeah, well, she wanted us to table it. We're gonna have to see. Shirley wanted
Where's she at?
it. She back east somewhere.
Missouri, I think she said, didn't she?
Yeah.
Hot ass summer. I think it's up on the school street. Not Scorpio Door Street. Schwartz Street.
No, I didn't
Somebody, they put down a lawnmower. And they had you in there, somebody put on the bumpers, so
Oh, because I messaged her private to say I could use my number. And my damn cousin put it on there. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't wanna do that, cause I just.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I got it.
Who's got this? This is just
Yeah.
some more
it's
words.
just-
You can't take that one. You have one.
Two. I say, come through for the first reading. If they are approved, you just sign for the mayor and indicate, signing for the mayor. as in her absence.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So
this
you have
paper's
to
16.
approve. And one's two and the others.
No, they can have- you want on the Bluetooth? Can you?
Yeah, anything inside.
Well, as long as you have Bluetooth.
Yeah, okay.
I thought,
We need that whole compound.
I thought it was just the
Oh, yeah.
Lots of them.
That's size of it. Cable up there. It's upside down.
Right. So let's see.
We're pretty close.
We're about 54% of it.
City is? City's
Footage.
54? Yeah.
Hard drive came out today and took measurements.
We're gonna submit a bid.
They did the school back, yeah.
What do you mean they do it? They don't bid it?
No.
They do it?
Wonder if we could have a number for us then. Oh,
Yeah.
I suppose.
He was supposed to be on last week, Thursday or Friday, but he didn't show up, so.
I'm sure, well, they got the guy out there and they start to work, and that's why they can't do it.
But they should have separate bids for the prep work and the paving,
Right?
because there's a lot of prep work.
Are they gonna bid our side too?
Yeah, bid the whole thing. At least that's what I told Nate to do. The guy showed up, we were gonna try to catch him, but he called on his way out of town, so.
Yeah, with
I had paint marks out there where to.
No.
Oh,
I took you clipboard
yeah, it's
spot.
77,000 square, I can't see that being.
I thought you should say that too.
Well, the main part of it is at 380 by 24.
Right, right.
And that's 24 foot of pavement on the street. Because if you park a bus in front of the school, that takes up about 10 feet.
Right.
And you're gonna have room to go around.
Ready to rock?
Yep, let's start. Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, just to let everybody know, the mayor is not here tonight. She'll be back in about a week. So, I get to direct chaos. Anyway, we'll start with the sheriff's report, and he's not here. So, do we want to move that? Has anybody heard from? Haven't heard from him?
I move that we move the sheriff's report to number 9 above new business.
In case he shows up.
All in favor? Okay, so we're gonna move sheriff's
Need
report.
somebody to
You
send
can
that
put me
first?
as a second.
Okay.
I thought, he seconded.
I don't know if you did. Did you second it?
I did not.
Oh, okay. He said he already did, so.
Okay. Okay, we'll have a sheriff's report between 8 and 9 before new business. On minutes. Everybody had a chance to review the minutes.
Move to accept the minutes of May 13th as written.
I'll second.
Sorry.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to accept the minutes for May 13th. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone, any opposed? How about approval for
Move to
the,
approve April 24th, the special meeting minutes as written.
all in favor?
I'll second it as well.
Aye.
Aye.
Move to approve May 16th, special meeting minutes as written.
I'll second that as well.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approved bills for May 2019.
Over and over, and I just need to sign. What's floating out here?
You don't have that.
It was out here.
What was it?
That one that we all signed for.
Oh, no, listen, it should be out here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was out here.
Right.
It should say,
With the yellow.
claim list.
I didn't pick it up.
Oh, you got it.
I guess I did have one question on the bills,
Sure.
like on a few of them where it shows like a duplicate of the exact same charge. Like, that's not a double tally, is it? Like say on this one? There's only one kid bought,
No, but it's under two different, if you see,
two different numbers.
two different numbers, so it's like $399. And it's between two different funds.
Oh, gotcha. So
So
you're just
it
pulling
was-
out of two different ones.
Two, yeah, one was for water, one is for
Oh,
sewer.
okay, gotcha.
Because it's something, it's shop tools, so it has to be in two different,
Gotcha.
They're split.
they're split.
That's my only question.
Make a motion to approve the bills for May.
I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second to approve the bills for May. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And Spencer is not here tonight. We'll turn the time over to Jeremy.
All right, just been super busy mowing, keeping up with everything. I think I'm doing a pretty good job between me and Jay, keeping everything under control, and started spraying for like the corner up here by the highway for the grass and the weeds, where they have the planters and stuff like that, and then start working on getting around the park and the softball field and stuff like that, and just, anyway, been busy with that. The weed district, Fromberg is now on the loop for the weed district to start taking care of the goat heads and at the baseball field, and they're gonna start taking over the sewer plant. And absolutely less than $500, I was promised that today, so,
Is it $500 a month or?
for the whole season,
For the whole season.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that would be nice.
for the whole treatment plant, because it's ready, and he said he was just gonna give a little bit more time for everything, so what's popped, he takes care of it, you know what I mean, not having to come back all the time, so let everything kinda come to surface, but,
So he feels like he can get that stuff eradicated this year?
yeah, yeah. And, yeah, I'll try to catch him if I see him. Their trucks come through here every now and again, but they're not in Fromberg until I talk to them personally today, so that's going. Then, I don't know, I included some pictures, I think you guys got them, of after I did the burn pit and got everything burned in it, apparently. There's a car hood, an AC unit, and someone threw their deck in there with all the nails. And so, I don't know, so you guys are aware, I don't know how we can, it's just something we gotta keep in mind, and I'll just try to pull all that junk out of there, but it's more so if the community's listening to me, please don't put that stuff in there for my sake and for safety, you know, I don't
We need
know,
to send out another letter to the
something.
city with the bill,
Yeah,
stating that that is not, you know,
Not a
a
garbage.
landfill.
yeah, cause you know, for risk of injury, but I don't know what that AC
Well,
unit does
if-
under fire.
If
but-
it continues, we'll lose that opportunity,
Okay, yeah,
you know, and that should be conveyed to the public.
Releasing that freon is not.
yeah.
So is there any way maybe we can put a
There's a sign down there already that says yard debris only.
Yeah. I wonder if
I
we
don't think
can,
it's there anymore, is it?
Yeah, it's on the back
Is
of
it?
the stop sign when you're coming in, but,
It'd be bigger though.
could be a bigger
Sure.
sign.
Jan, is there a chance that we can send out a nasty gram with the bill?
Okay,
Just a reminder.
just remind, I can put it on the bill itself and that, that says statements or, like I put down
Yeah.
meeting tonight. I
And
just
I
put,
would state in there somewhere that if it continues, that we'll lose the opportunity to burn.
okay.
Yeah.
If I can do that next month when the bills go out, I can put down, say, burn pile is only for lawn debris only,
Trees.
Yeah, and mention the fact that we saw, we found a car hood and an appliance in it last
I don't
month.
know
and-
how much space I have to work
Yeah,
it. Just, and if not, we can do a mass
Or you
mailing.
just posting a flyer in the post
And
office.
I could, I can put it
Yeah.
everywhere else.
Yeah, let's,
Just
put something
put there, just put a little flyer up saying, otherwise we will. I can put it in the bill that says, burn, is for lawn debris, but then I can also put up a flyer in the post office and everywhere
you would.
else saying,
And see if
and
we
then
can get
I
it.
can elaborate saying, no metal, whatever.
yeah,
And
the
we will
nails
lose
and
our
that kind of stuff is
privilege to do that, if it keeps.
Just, yeah.
ruining tires and stuff. These guys down there trying to push that stuff around.
And then I was just wanted to check with you guys if it'd be all right if I can get a stronger blower, like a backpack blower. I have that little handheld, but it's really not doing as much as I'd like for the potholes and stuff and prepping. And I can do Main Street sidewalks. I think I brought it up before. Ace has one for $300. Home Depot has one for $330. It's about the pricing for that. And then also for, I believe I told you about, we got inspected by the Department of Labor, the city shop.
no, I didn't hear that.
Okay, sorry, that's my fault. But anyway, there was, I think, 7 infractions over there. And the biggest one to take care of is all the airline in there is PVC. And they highly recommend aluminum PEX because that PVC will explode and can injure me or whoever's using it in there. They don't like that whatsoever. And then they needed a load bearing on the overhead rafter. I had a retired building inspector come in and get the load limit for that, so just got to get signed for
That
that.
mezzanine, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, just overhead my office,
Yeah,
and then
what do you use to store?
it's got all the Christmas decorations. And
There
then a
isn't
whole,
any weight up there, is there?
no. Then
Is that what
there's,
they're concerned about?
I don't know if she, it was kind of confusing to me, but she's like, cause you got, I don't know, she just said
They
that
have
should be
to list it,
posted.
but it'll carry.
And it carried 50 pounds per square foot, is what the inspector told me. And then there was
that
just a,
sign posted there.
right at the rail, he showed me exactly where it needs to be and where to go. Then there's an outlet missing off the cover. I got that, 99
You need a
cents.
cover off
Or,
an
yeah, there you go, sorry. And then I just have to do like trainings with Jay on the equipment, the riding mower, and document it. Just none of that stuff's been documented, that I trained him and showed him how to run it. They were really only concerned about the riding mowers, actually. They didn't worry about the skid steer, the backhoe, or any of those, which I didn't quite understand, but. So, but anyway, this, to replace that line for what exists is 160 feet. And Northern Tool carries a kit of that 3/4 inch. I don't know if you guys want to see this, or I did make copies, but it's $165 for 100 feet. So if I got 2 of those, but it'll include all the 3/4 inch tubing, the mounting clips, the cutting tool, tees, coupler kits, where it's all air ready. I just cut into the existing, off the compressor, and then I can redo the shop, basically. So that comes to about $300 also, $350. And we did have an account with them, but it hadn't been used since Don Wilson, I think he told me. I don't know what that mayor, he was here in, I think, 98 or 97. So I got an application to update, and I gave it to Jan already. And that's the cheapest I could find. Granger sells a roll, but it's like 300 feet and it's $800.
Yeah.
And then you gotta buy all the fittings to go in, where this is a handy kit. The state in Joliet has this kit, they're the ones who told me about this. So I talked to that Darren, that's how they did all their shop. Just so heads up, but yeah, that'd be like $650 I'm looking to spend just on a couple of things. But that has to be done. The air is more important, say, than the blower. Because I think, by June 17th, they want at least an extension from me, or evidence that I'm fixing all this stuff. So that's coming up quick.
I think you need to get it fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sooner the better.
Yeah, the sooner the better.
So do we need to have a motion that he is
We
approved
have
for both?
we have a gentleman with a question.
Okay.
So, one thing you can also do is threaded galvanized pipe too. So it doesn't have to be the aluminum, that's just the highest standard available out there. So, our refinery, we're pushing way more PSI than you're gonna push out here, and we run it all on galvanized threaded pipe.
Do we have a cutter and a threader?
No.
I can probably help you out with that though.
Or, yeah, I can, I'll check into if that would be cheaper than for,
It'd be half.
Good, yeah,
Okay.
cause like Northern Pipe and stuff, they've got threaders and stuff you can rent and do it all, it's got a whole machine with the oil and everything, it'll cut, thread it all in one deal.
oh yeah. Yeah, I'd appreciate your help if you don't mind. Or,
Well,
I'll check into that and get
Yeah.
some prices.
Let's do it.
Okay.
because you'll
And
need
whichever's,
do the job.
whichever's gonna be the cheapest, get the job done,
Yeah.
that's.
because you can put in more drops with that for the same price, so you have more drops throughout your shop.
If you run into trouble
Yeah.
getting access to a threader and a cutter, let's just get it done.
Okay.
Just let me know, I got access to
And
it.
what about
Okay.
the blower? I think,
What are we gonna use the blower
I,
for?
I use them to blow out all the broken debris out of the potholes is one of the main reasons I want to get it. Because there's still some of the side streets that are just, it's such that fine crushed rock. And to use the asphalt broom, I mean, be there a month of Sundays.
You can't get it totally clean either, can you?
Yeah, whereas that blower, I mean, it blows it out really nice. And then, like I said, it'll also be used at the intersections where, you know, if you're getting that, I don't know what you call it, just that,
Chat.
yeah, it's at all the intersections, I can just blow it off to the side and curbs.
Yeah.
They're really handy. They have 1,000 uses, basically. But
Do you happen to know how much you have left in your budget?
no idea.
he doesn't, budget,
And I don't really know if there's any capable of saying what's in the budget because we're not balanced.
Okay, can we table this?
Yeah.
I think we could probably get it taken care of before the next meeting.
Okay.
The blower,
All right.
don't you?
yeah,
All we gotta do is find out whether or not we have funds.
yeah.
And
Well,
then,
let's-
and then we can get that taken care of.
Okay, we'll table the, part on the blower, but we need the motion to go ahead.
I
and
make a
approve
motion
it.
to approve the expenditure for the air pipe.
Okay.
I'll second
And we need a motion to table that portion of this thing for,
Did you take a vote?
it. Well, it's just,
all in favor? Aye.
it's just the table and to see if we have funds. If we have funds, we can go ahead and get it without waiting for next week.
How do we do that?
Just put it as part of the motion.
Is part of the motion, the same motion?
Yeah.
So I make a motion that we approve the expenditure for the blower with the stipulation that we have funds remaining in the account
Second?
of the budget.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That's basically just pretty much it. Just-
I have a question.
Okay.
So how percentage-wise, how far do you think you are along with mowing the city's tall grass?
80-90%. The only thing I have to go back down and get now is around the burn pit
Okay?
and then back down again at the well house. But we just did the Y today, the baseball field Friday, the park Friday.
Does the city own that site of where Shorty Phelps lives? Your rental property? Is that the city's property?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so
Where is that?
on the far side of his house, there's another house, and then there's that.
Where Dana lives there on the corner. and then
Where the
across-
ditch runs through?
Yeah,
Shirley told me that one guy mows it and takes care of it because that's
Well,
his
nobody's
property.
mowing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go over there then.
I heard the one time that the railroad gave it to the people that owned that section of land behind that ditch. 'Cause that's where that track used to
I'm
go.
talking about the left-hand side as you're going up East
Up
River,
here.
or West River. You know where Shorty Phelps lived? Okay, right across the street from me is
Right.
Tim's.
Right.
And then there's one more street, house that side of here.
Oh,
And
okay,
then
Then
that's,
Dana lives, and then that little ditch runs through there.
okay.
And then there's that little piece on the other side of the,
and that hasn't seen a mower all year.
Okay, I'll get to that this
Okay.
week then.
See, if it's
Tomorrow.
ours, I don't know whether or not it's even the city's. I was wondering if anybody
Just go
knew.
into the cadastral. It'll indicate whether it's.
But at
city
some
owned
point,
or-
we're gonna ask the public to take care of their property, and we have to have our property taken care of before then. So that's why I asked.
Okay. And then, yeah, one other thing, pretty sure when American Plumbing fixed the leak at Orpha Brewer,
Yeah.
in the road,
Yeah,
they pulled out like they thought was an abandoned, well, there was two valves. One had like a plastic bag with electrical tape wrapped around it, and then it had another one that just dead ended. But they capped something, anyway, I come to find out, I think they capped the line that goes to the baseball field.
oh, no.
Because they just got Orphis fixed and they're like, we don't know where that goes, so we're just gonna cap. And I got in the tail end of that day, I was still part-time at that point, and, because I turned on, I was been exercising the curb stop, and got it working, and then I had Jay go down to the building, and we have the spigot down there, and we have the water in the sinks, and nothing come. The only thing I could try is if it's been so many years that it hasn't, but it doesn't make sense, I mean, there's either water going.
What, that was for the concession stand?
Yeah, and for the bathrooms.
You
Okay.
check with Bill Cody to make sure there's not some secret shut off.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, because he's
He
been,
was the last one that used it.
all right. Cause yeah, Orpha told me that's, it seemed like they turn it on or off there, but no, yeah, it makes more sense to me, there is another one on the property somewhere inside. So yeah, I'll go with him, yeah. So, but yeah, other than that,
So what about the deal with the stainless as well for the belt pump?
oh yeah, the American Drilling, that services our wells down there. It was leaking, I noticed anyways, they had to pull it and an O-ring came out of the pitless adapter.
uh-huh,
And so they pulled it, put a new O-ring in, but they were fighting it getting back down in there. And the guy had been out here 9 years ago, and he's like, I know there's sediment down in there. So sure enough, they just said it came back the next day, and they pumped out. I've got pictures on the work phone of all the sediment that come out. They say it's 2.5 feet too long, and so it's sitting down in the bottom, and it's all in all the sediment.
the pitless is.
No, the pitless is set, but below that is too long. So where the pitless sits is fine, but it's sitting down in the sediment, and they sent us an invoice for doing that work.
And then
But-
I highlighted where it was gonna cost us more.
It looks like